In seconds, two men will be joined to the neck with a dog collar connected with a steel chain. Here's how that one came down.
You have been gone for 5 weeks while I've been here doing the work. You can run on for a long time, but sooner or later, Brodie Lee is gonna cut you down. And you, Cody, will have nowhere to run. Are you a man or are you a coward?
My answer is no.
As in no regrets, no, as in no looking back. We enter much different than we leave. TNT title, dog collar match, I accept.
Brodie Lee, as manipulative as he is, knew ask and you will receive. He doesn't turn anybody down. Cody didn't even think about the ramifications of that. When you don't think, then you're stuck with all the horror that's going to be brought with it. Hell's coming. That challenge that you faced the first time is going to be twice as dangerous. God, dare I say it, going to be possibly career-ending. When you step through those ropes, you're not going to win the TNT title back. You're not going back in there because you were embarrassed the first time around. You got to go get your respect. I'm not talking about respect of the boys in the locker room. It's getting your own self-respect.
The challenger for the TNT title, Cody, his wife Brandy Rhodes at his side. And this might not be the safest environment for that lovely young lady. Here comes Coach Arn Anderson.
Interesting comments from Cody. He said two men will leave much different than they entered, and he's talking about what that chain can do and what that dog collar can do to you.
You know, we know Greg Valentine's here tonight someplace. Saw him earlier.
Right.
Sure they got him a good seat. But 1983, the most famous dog collar match of all time, Roddy Piper and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Some say that knew them then that they never got over.
No.
And we are still talking about that match. What is it, 27 years later?
Sure. Exactly right, JR. And what Mr. Brodie Lee did to Cody just under 2 months ago, he dismantled him, he destroyed him in 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and I think Mr. Brodie Lee is intent on finishing the job here tonight.
It snapped a 15-match winning streak in singles competition for Cody. He had 8 successful TNT title defenses. Brodie Lee has defended the title twice, successfully, obviously, against Dustin and Orange Cassidy.
These two guys got a combined singles record of 26-3. And Mr. Brodie Lee not coming alone either.
Brodie Lee with Anna Jay and John Silver. John Silver carrying that dog collar, those two dog collars connected by 16 feet of steel chain.
Referee needs to check the collars. He needs to check the chain because it's been in possession of Cody's opponent. Hands here are socially distanced. There's those ticket deals. Go down now, ladies and gentlemen, to the young Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a dog collar match for the TNT Championship. Introducing the doctor at ringside, Dr. Michael Sampson. We are also joined tonight by a 50-year wrestling legend, he battled Roddy Piper in the most brutal and famous dog collar match of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
The Hammer.
The only way to win this match is by pinfall or submission. Introducing the challenger from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 227 pounds, the Prince of Pro Wrestling, the American Nightmare, Cody! And his opponent from Rochester, New York, weighing 265.7 pounds, he is the reigning and defending TNT champion, the Exalted One, Mr. Brodie Lee.
Brodie Lee said this is the match, or the matches like this are why he signed.
Your referee is Paul Turner.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this match, we'll get the ring cleared, get this thing in order, and we'll bring you our main event in just a moment. Don't you dare go away. We're back live, ladies and gentlemen. Finally got everybody settled at ringside. There's a lot of bodies out here, to be quite honest with you. And referee had to check the equipment.
Yeah, they need to get Silver off the apron of the ring.
You would think that would be a priority.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, no time limit, no disqualifications, no countouts. And oh, Cody taking a shot at John Silver.
Cody took care. Oh, boy.
Well, he cracked him in the head with that, and to the point to where Brodie Lee was kind of concerned about Silver hitting hard on the floor there.
Remember that chain can be used in any manner whatsoever, whatever your creativity will allow.
You know, JR, you talked about me being there in 1983, and I was doing interviews in the backstage area. Bob Caudle, Gordon Solie calling the action. I remember when the guys came in the back, they were so cut, but they were bruised as well from the chain. Contusions, maybe some hairline fractures, maybe some broken ribs. What that chain can do, more than just cut you.
And you see Cody grabbing on to the chain, or the chain closest to
him. Oh, look at this. Wow.
Cody's the shot on him. Mr. Silver brought some Clarent. His face may soon be a crimson mask.
Yeah, I think it. Hey, there you go.
Cody gets the boot up, and you saw he stepped over the chain. Wow. Came in with the clothesline. Brodie staggered a little bit, staggered again.
Cody killing with hard strikes and a very big man. Now changing levels, using his quickness. Again, no one has used the chain to any degree yet.
Well, there you go.
That
changed that, didn't it?
That did change that.
Cody went to the top, was looking for that springboard cutter, but Brodie Lee yanking the chain, bringing him back into the ring.
You know, we talked about Greg Valentine. Look at this. What's he doing? We talked about Greg Valentine. We just saw him, a great World Tag Team champ and a great Mid-Atlantic champ, a U.S. champ. But he's remembered for that one match, more than anything, that dog collar match against Roddy Piper.
Big digging right hand from Mr. Brodie Lee as he's got Cody on the outside.
Face first. Face planted right on the apron was the bigger, stronger Brodie Lee, the champion.
Look who we got out here. We got Butcher and Blade. There we see Eddie Kingston's out here.
And forcing John Silver to take a seat. Oh!
Boy, what a setup.
I love it.
Silver says, don't do me any more favors. I'll pick my own chairs.
But Brodie Lee returning to the ring and dragging Cody in.
Yeah, that's one of the things we don't talk about enough is the pressure on the neck, how he can snap the neck and cause injury just by pulling on that chain.
And there we saw Brodie tighten the slack of the chain and use it almost like a clothesline across the throat of Cody.
You know, guys, we've seen Russian chain matches. We've seen strap matches before. They are hooked at the wrists. Much different here, obviously.
That's different, you bet, man. Oh, DDT. Might have been right on the chain. I'm not sure. Cody lying motionless at the moment.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't try to pin him here.
I don't think that's what this is about. I think, and we see Anna Jay coming to the outside to the aid of John Silver. Brodie.
Yeah, he wants Silver out.
Well, that's got to change the game plan a little bit, one would say.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right, because
Silver's very effective.
sure. Oh, Cody's cut.
Oh!
Cody is hurt. I think maybe above the right eye there. Maybe on the eye. I'm not sure.
And JR, I think you were right. That DDT was on the chain.
I thought he was perfectly lined up, and just a freak act, not going to say accident, but good placement.
And then
Cody really he is bleeding profusely, and again, logically, folks, the more blood you lose, the weaker you're going to become. The weaker you become, the more vulnerable you become.
you see Brodie Lee gouging at that laceration on Cody's face. Cody looking for some sort of retreat, some sort of
nowhere to go.
Yeah, well, let's talk about how that dog collar also inhibits the air supply, right? I mean,
it's not supposed to, Tony, but it obviously has some effect, no doubt.
I mean, he's pouring blood here, guys.
Irish whip into the ropes, and Cody though.
Watch out! Oh no!
Oh!
There's a game changer for you.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to use that chain, I can tell you that.
And now, assisted Russian leg sweep.
Yeah, a chain-assisted Russian leg sweep. Wow.
Cody fights and fights to get back up, just to set up, and look at this.
Buying himself a brief moment of respite there.
Letting the adrenaline flow. As the blood does out of his face, the adrenaline flows through his body. And he's going to need every bit of it against this monster.
Here we go. Here's one of the... This is so dangerous, this chain.
And Cody, the tope suicida, driving Mr. Brodie Lee into the barricade.
Cody said he gained 14 pounds for this match.
Yeah, he looks, I mean, it's muscle, too. Look at his arms and his chest.
And Cody trying to untangle himself from that chain, and in doing so gave Brodie an opportunity. Oh!
Right, ribs and maybe some of his back, I'm not sure. And, ragdolling the challenger is Mr. Brodie Lee, heavy on the mister.
Now going after the timekeeper's table.
Yeah, he don't want to piss off Justin Roberts.
Watch out here. Now, Cody, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Cody's really hurt, guys.
You know, I look, the referee's doing a hell of a job. It's a very tough deal here. At some point, the referee needs to get around and look at Cody's face.
Yeah.
How badly is he bleeding, ref?
And Doc Sampson, we mentioned him at ringside.
Exactly. Everybody's got to be aware here. And I know they are. And they're in the right spot. But this Brodie Lee has just opened Cody up unmercifully. What a
tossing, just winging those chairs into the ring.
Human being he is.
But, you know, it's human nature to stay out of the way of the fray. And I know Doc Sampson wants to check, but I wouldn't want to get anywhere near.
No, especially with that 16-foot steel chain.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, Brodie Lee is out of his mind. He's got a weapon around his neck.
We're so structured in pro wrestling, it's a steel chain. What else would it be made of?
Well,
you know?
Sure. It's metal. Oh, here he comes, firing back.
Cody attempted to get back into the ring, but instead
straight right hand. And it caught right the temple, I think.
And he drags into the cutter.
What timing. What brilliance. Offensive brilliance. What timing.
Yeah, what momentum.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to take a break, but we're going to go to picture-in-picture. You won't miss a thing. Stay right here.
For $5, you could upgrade to the Sparkly Sprinkle Pack on Cupcake Conquest. Or you could upgrade to all this. 2 crunchy tacos and a medium drink. Plus, the beefy cheesy layers of the $5 Grande Stacker Box. Only at Taco Bell.
Everyone remembers the moment they heard, "You have cancer." How their world stopped. And when they found a way to face it. For some, this is where their Keytruda story begins. Keytruda, a breakthrough immunotherapy that may treat certain cancers. One of those cancers is advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer, where Keytruda is approved to be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment if you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene.
Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have new or worse cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, nausea or vomiting, rapid heartbeat, increased hunger or thirst, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in urine or eyesight, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, confusion or memory problems, fever, rash, itching, or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have lung, breathing, or liver problems.
Today, Keytruda is FDA approved to treat 16 types of advanced cancer and is being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See the different types of cancer Keytruda is approved to treat at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda can be part of your story.
How does Apartments.com find new listings so quickly?
Got another vacancy at 5th and Pine.
Oh, that's good. Apartments.com, the most popular place to find a place.
Asgard is in danger.
Ragnarok. It is upon us.
It is a physical night here on TNT, and we're here live. Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. Man, the championship on the line. You got to see what happened during the commercial break. Look at this.
Oh, the package pile driver through the table, but you notice Brodie Lee's weight came crashing down on Cody. This affected both men, but the most important thing is that Brodie Lee's head was busted open when it was driven through that table. You can see the crimson mask on his face.
Cody's a severe cut, and it is deep, we're told, beginning to coagulate. He must eat a lot of vitamin K.
Well, the chain came loose. Paul Turner checking in to make sure it was hooked in, and Cody feeling it right now.
Cody's got a huge advantage.
Look at it.
His massive adversary is a bloody mess.
Oh!
He's got to be motivated. He sees a crack in the door. Can he stomp his way through it and regain the TNT title?
Look at this.
Oh! And drives him down face first on the chain again. We could be in a situation where there are multiple lacerations on the face of Brodie Lee.
Oh my God!
We're seeing the old Cody come back now.
Look at this.
Look at him, he's returned. Look at him looking out of the fence.
He doubled the chain.
And wow!
Right across the lower back. Cody now wrapping that chain around his fist. It's all legal.
Oh, man.
In this crazy-ass match.
That's the best way to describe it, Jim. Crazy-ass match.
It could only be won by pinfall or submission.
And we saw there Paul Turner turning his attention to Doc Sampson. He said Brodie Lee, still conscious, still clear-eyed. I'm not sure how he can be after this beating he suffered.
Arn Anderson is beside himself. They're out there outside the ring. He was concerned about this match to start with. Now Cody, what the hell?
Oh! He's choking Brodie Lee with the chain wrapped around the ring post.
Chain's uncooperative.
Yeah.
It's an inanimate object.
Believe you me, it won't cooperate at all. In any in-depth,
You don't go to wrestling school and have these inanimate object days.
Right, you don't say this is your chain lesson.
Yes. Today we're going to go over dog collar matches. Everybody leaves.
Oh, man, this is...
Look at this.
Brodie, though, he turns the table, sends Cody to the outside.
Now, Cody's in a tough spot right here.
Yes, he is.
Really tough spot.
I remember this happening to Valentine. And see, Cody has his arm now, and that's taking some pressure off the throat.
It sure is. He must have watched that match as well, Tony.
Yes, he did. I know he did.
And, oh, God, boss man slam. 1, 2. No.
Man, that's an impressive slam. The elevation, the snap off.
You noticed earlier, Mr. Brodie Lee almost was relishing and punishing Cody, but right there, he tried to end it. I think he knows that he's in danger.
Oh, absolutely. He's a smart guy. He's very cerebral. It's just, well, whatever. Those eyes scare me. Brodie, anytime you can look at Brodie Lee's eyes, you can figure out, you see something else.
Yeah, I was noticing over the left that Greg Valentine had his hands around his mouth. He was, I don't know if he was coaching Cody or what he was saying. He was saying
remembering
something.
Tony.
Yeah.
He's remembering what he went through all those years ago in 1983. Some matches.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
He threw that chair at Arn Anderson's hand.
What the hell? And Arn's not going to back away from nothing.
And now Alex Reynolds comes in and
fine on the vine.
Oh, but as soon as Arn Anderson got to his feet, Brodie Lee hit him with the chain.
And from behind comes Cody. There's a roll-up. There's a roll-up. And he got it. Man, they're tangled up in this dangerous web of pain.
Cody with a boot drops to his back. Oh!
Wow, I thought he was going to hit him with a fist. Kicked him with the sole of his boot that time.
And now driving the chain into the face of the TNT champion, Mr. Brodie Lee.
Something breaks every time it makes contact, it would seem. Oh, it wrapped around the right hand. Here it comes. Oh! What a shot. And down goes the champion. Remember, this is for the TNT title. The challenger is turning up the heat and trying to close the deal.
Cody.
As legal as a wrist lock. Look at Brodie Lee. Man, he's been lacerated, rattled, bruised, but the big champion is not retreated one step.
Yeah, when he wrapped the chain around the fist, I don't know if he can come back from that or not and knock him out. Here's Cody. There he is.
We saw Paul Turner there with a very, very close look on the eyes of the champion, Mr. Brodie Lee.
We're seeing a different side, a different perspective of Cody here tonight, and I like it.
Cody, the moonsault off the top, puts the far leg, no!
Hope you're enjoying this match as much as obviously Greg the Hammer Valentine is, and we are. Cody taking it to the air, taking a chance, and it damn near paid off.
But right now, wrapping the chain around his hand once again. Brodie got the boot up. Oh, the thrust kick to the jaw. Stops Cody in his tracks.
Cody blocks it, though. He blocks the next one.
He's got to set up crossroads.
The crossroads and the cover. Brodie Lee out of desperation kicks out and says no way. He's like a demented, tormented human being. Look at the expression on the champion's face.
And look at the expression on Cody's face. Really, really thought he had it.
Now, business just picked up. Business just picked up on AEW Dynamite. That look on Cody's face told a hell of a story, folks.
Cody with Brodie Lee hooked up. Brodie using his weight to his advantage. Oh, actually, Brodie goes over the top, escapes out the back door. Thrust kick. Oh, but he slipped on the chain, but still made contact. A second one.
2 shots. Pretty damn good with 2 of those kicks.
And now, the power bomb
on the chain. The cover. 2 and no.
He didn't hook a leg. He didn't cover the upper body, the shoulders of Cody. He just made body-to-body contact.
Yeah, just across the chest. You're right. Didn't get the shoulders pinned.
Fatigue, gentlemen.
That's right.
It's hot. It's humid here, you know.
And both men have lost a lot of blood.
Exactly.
And they are beating the hell out of each other with a chain.
Oh, man. On the chain.
Yeah. The fight, the heart of Cody coming to the front.
I think his jaw hit the post that time.
He tried to turn away, but the chain actually brought his face into the ring post. Now Cody heading up to the middle once again, wrapping the chain around his right hand.
Oh, that one look at the crowd. cost Cody.
Man, on the night we are celebrating Chris Jericho's 30 years, what a way to celebrate, huh? With a match we're never going to forget, regardless who comes out on top.
And we thank you folks at home for coming to the party tonight.
And this is a match both of these men will remember, not just because they were in it, but because it may alter their careers. Or perhaps even their lives. Mr. Brodie Lee unable to capitalize after the superplex.
Gonna have Jericho here, have more from the celebrities around the world, and right now, two of the biggest stars in AEW are going at it. I mean, they have bruised and battered, and there could be some more than lacerations here.
I'm somewhat surprised the referee was counting there. Man, impact.
Both competitors on their knees, just teeing off on one another.
Cody's got that resilience. That 14 pounds we talked about in muscle has made him a lot stronger. And you know he kept up his cardio. He's very resilient tonight.
Uh-oh.
Had a good game plan.
Oh, release dragon suplex.
Until now. Brodie Lee feels it. He hit his big move. He likes that move. It's very effective. But he's not able to get right back up and follow up either.
Oh, there's his discus lariat.
Discus lariat. Cody floats over the top.
Nice block by Cody.
Oh!
Cody had a counter for Brodie Lee's big discus clothesline. And that's when he puts guys away with that.
Yeah, it's the final cut. It's what he calls the final cut, and maybe it's the final blow he needed.
And
right in the mouth.
The chain being wrapped in the mouth of Brodie Lee.
Across the nose. Across the eyes.
Oh, my God. Look at the visual of this, my God.
And Cody just hammering down elbows.
And Brodie Lee's, he's pouring blood.
And Cody hoists him up again. Oh! Crossroads.
Good God, what a crossroads. Gotta be it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes. We have a new TNT champion.
And once again, TNT champion, the American Nightmare, Cody.
Those two men just rode a rough wagon on a rocky road in a match called a dog collar match. Here comes the Nightmare family. And it's not to celebrate, I don't think. Arn Anderson. I'm good to see Arn. At least he's back up.
Yeah, back on his feet and moving well, as we see Dark Order just in disbelief after their leader, Mr. Brodie Lee, was defeated by the new TNT champion, Cody.
Well, Brodie Lee reaffirms his toughness and his he's a star.
Not that there was ever any question about it, but to survive a war like this.
Tony's down there in the ring. Hope get a word with Cody.
All right. Congratulations. Here's your TNT champ once again. What a hell of a battle. Cody, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. There is no feeling on earth like being able to perform and compete in front of a live crowd. And